Dear students, in this session we will discuss the solution of Bessel's differential equation which lead us to Bessel's function of first kind. So the Bessel's differential equation is given by x square d square y by dx square plus x dy by dx plus x square minus n square into y is equal to 0. So I will take this as equation number 1. Now the p naught of x is x square, which is 0 when x equal to 0. In that case we assume the solution in this form. So y is equal to x power m into a naught plus a1x plus a2x square plus etc., where a naught is not equal to 0. Using sigma notation we can write y as y is equal to summation r equal to 0 to infinity a suffix r, because r varies from 0 to infinity, a suffix r, and x power m plus r. We have x power m outside, so if you bring it inside you will find x power m plus r. So take this as equation number 3. Now we substitute y in equation number 1. So if you substitute y in equation number 1, x square minus n square into y becomes x square into summation, this is y, r equal to 0 to infinity a r x power m plus r minus n square, and this is y, r equal to 0 to infinity a r x power m plus r. Now the previous term is x into dy by dx. So derivative of y, what is derivative of y with respect to x? a r m plus r x power m plus r minus 1. Similarly, if you differentiate this, you will find the previous term, what is that? M plus r into m plus r minus 1 a r x power m plus r minus 2. So derivative of x power m plus r minus 1 is m plus r minus 1 times x power m plus r minus 2. So this is what we will get if you substitute y in equation number 1. Now if you simplify this, bring x square inside the summation. So x power m plus r minus 2 plus 2. So minus 2 plus 2 cancels. You will find this x power m plus r. Similarly, if you bring x inside here, so x power m plus r minus 1 into x will be x power m plus r. So you will find it here. So similarly, the next two terms are r equal to 0 to infinity a r x power m plus r into x square, that is x power m plus r plus 2, a r x power m plus r plus 2. So minus n square a r x power m plus r, which is equal to 0. Now only in this term we have x power m plus r plus 2. In other three terms we have a r x power m plus r common. So now if you take a r x power m plus r common outside, inside we are remaining with m plus r into m plus r minus 1 plus m plus r minus n square. So the other term is r equal to 0 to infinity a r x power m plus r plus 2. Therefore we have this equation. Now m plus r into m plus r is m plus r whole square, minus of m plus r plus m plus r cancels. Then we have minus n square here. Therefore we are remaining with m plus r whole square minus n square times a r x power m plus r, the second term as it is equal to 0. Now I would like to equate the coefficient of lowest power of x to 0. To do that, I just substitute r equal to 0 here to get this equation. Put r equal to 0, m square minus n square, r is 0, a naught and x power m. Similarly, the second term you will get a naught x power m plus 2. So among these two terms, the lowest one is x power m. So equate the coefficient of x power m to 0. That means m square minus n square times a naught is equal to 0. Since a naught is not equal to 0, m square minus n square must be equal to 0. From this we obtain m is equal to plus or minus n, and this equation is called indicial equation. Similarly, I will equate the coefficient of x power m plus 1 to 0. To do that, put r equal to 1 in this equation. You will find these two terms, first two terms, and then the coefficient of x power m plus 1 here is m plus 1 whole square minus n square into a1. So equate it to 0. Now I wrote a1 equal to 0 here. The reason is m is equal to plus or minus n, then m plus 1 is not equal to n. Therefore, m plus 1 is not equal to n. Therefore, this is not equal to 0. Therefore, a1 must be equal to 0. Now, I will equate the coefficient of x power m plus r to 0 to obtain the recurrence relation. What is the coefficient of x power m plus r? In the first term, it is m plus r whole square minus n square into ar. What about the second term? We have x power m plus r plus 2. But I want the coefficient of the previous term, that is the term with x power m plus r. So I need to substitute I need to replace here r by r minus 2. If you replace r by r minus 2, plus 2 minus 2 cancels, you will find the term with power x power m plus r. So what I need to do is replace r by r minus 2. Therefore, what is the coefficient of x power m plus r? ar minus 2. So therefore, what I will get here is m plus r whole square minus n square into ar plus ar minus 2 is equal to 0. From this, we can find ar. What is ar? Ar is equal to, bring it to the other side, minus ar minus 2 divided by m plus r whole square minus n square. So that is, I took this equation as equation number 5. So the equivalence relation is what? ar is equal to ar minus 2 by m plus r whole square minus n square. So clearly, if you substitute the odd values in place of r, so that means if you substitute 3, you will find a1 here, so a1 is 0, therefore a3 is also 0. If you substitute 5, you will find a3 here, so a5 is also 0. So that means odd suffix of a are all 0. So a1 is equal to a3 equal to a5, they are all 0. Now put r equal to 2, 4, 6 to obtain the following. So substitute r equal to 2, a2 minus 2 is a0 minus, this is minus, so minus a0 divided by m plus 2 whole square minus n square. Similarly, put r equal to 4, a4 will be minus 4 minus 2 is a2 divided by m plus 4 whole square minus n square. Now I have to replace a2 because I have to express every coefficients now in terms of a0. So therefore I replace a2 by minus a0 by m plus 2 whole square minus n square. So what you will find is minus into minus plus a0, this factor m plus 2 whole square minus n square, and this factor m plus 4 whole square minus n square. So similarly we can find the next coefficients a6, a8 and so on. Now I will substitute all these values of all these coefficients in the equation number 1. If I substitute in the equation number 1, you know that the equation number 1 is x power m a0 plus a1x plus a2x square plus etc. So if you do the substitution, x power m times a0, a1 is 0, a2 is this, minus a0 by m plus 2 whole square minus n square into x square. So like this it will continue, plus this is a4 x power 4. So like this it will continue. Now we know that m takes two values, plus n and minus n. Let us see what happens if m takes n. So when m is equal to n, y will be x power n a0 x square n plus 2 whole square minus n square. This is a square minus b square formula. That means n plus 2 plus n plus 2 minus n. So n cancels, you will find 2. N plus 2 plus n will be n plus 2 plus n will be 2n plus 2. So similarly the same thing is here. So replace once again, if you use the formula a square minus b square, that is a plus b into a minus b, you will find this 4 into 2n plus 4 x power 4 minus plus etc. Now take a0 common outside, x power n, so 1 remains here, so x square remains. So here I will write in place of this 1 factorial, that is 1, and 2 I will take outside common. So 2 into 2, 2 square, n plus 1 plus x power 4. So here also I will take 2 common outside, here 2 common outside. So totally I have how many 2's? 5 number of 2's. So I will write it as 2 factorial, that is 2, 2 power 4. So that is 2 power 5 totally, into n plus 1, n plus 2. So minus plus in the same way it will continue etc. So therefore the next step is I will use the sigma notation to write this. So if you use the sigma notation, I will find a naught x power n. Now this is summation r equal to 0 to infinity, the alternate sign, plus minus, therefore minus 1 power r. Now the power of x is even 2, 4, so therefore x power 2r. And once again here 1, 2, 0 factorial, 1 factorial, 2 factorial, like this it will continue, therefore it is r factorial. Then 2 power 4, 2 power 4, that means power of 2 is even, so 2 power 2r. Then n plus 1 when r is equal to 1, so therefore it is, next step is n plus 1 when r equal to 2, n plus 1, n plus 2, therefore when r is r in general, it is n plus r. So the factors continues like this, n plus 1, n plus 2, etc., n plus r. Therefore we obtain a naught x power n minus 1 power r x power 2r. I will multiply numerator and denominator by n factorial. So in the previous step we had n plus 1, n plus 2, etc., n plus r. I wrote in the reverse order, in the descending order, decreasing order. So n plus r minus 1, etc., n plus 2, n plus 1, n factorial. So the same thing we can write as, this is our n plus r factorial and this is n factorial. So therefore we obtain y is equal to a naught x power n minus 1 power r x power 2r. What is n factorial? N factorial is gamma of n plus 1. Gamma of n plus 1 is n factorial if n is a positive integer. So similarly in the denominator, in place of n plus r factorial, you can write gamma of n plus r plus 1. Now we have to select a naught, because a naught is arbitrary. We can choose in place of a naught anything we required. So here I will choose a naught is equal to 1 by 2 power n gamma of n plus 1, so that I can cancel this gamma of n plus 1. And here since I have x power n plus 2r, here I want to get 2 power n plus 2r. So that is the reason we choose a naught is equal to 1 by 2 power n gamma of n plus 1. Now if you select this in place of a naught, gamma of n plus 1 cancels, and x power n plus 2r, 2 power n plus 2r, therefore together it becomes x by 2 whole power n plus 2r minus 1 power r, r factorial, gamma of n plus r plus 1. So this is called the Bessel's function of first kind of order n. Now in the same way we can find j minus n of x. So what is j minus n of x? J minus n of x is equal to summation r equal to 0 to infinity minus 1 power r factorial, gamma of minus n plus r plus 1 x by 2 power minus n plus 2r. So remember that this function which is equal to y is denoted by jn of x. Now y which is equal to a into jn of x plus b into j minus n of x is called the complete solution of the Bessel's differential equation.